Hey everybody, it's your girl Savannah, and today we are on our 11th day of our everyday video challenge. And today I'm reading a story out of the Bible today. It's the parable of the talents, and this talks about stewarding what God has given you. I know it might not seem like the most fun video in the world, but honestly, I think it's fun, okay? I think it's fun, and maybe y'all will think it's fun. Maybe some people might not think it's fun because it's talking about stewarding and like being smart with money and not being afraid. Like literally, don't be afraid with what God gives you. Don't hold so tightly onto something that now that you did that, now you can't make more. So that's what this story is about, and that's what this video is gonna be about today. Okay, y'all? So basically, we are gonna be in Matthew chapter 25, and we are going to read the verses 14 through 29. So if you would like to enjoy this lovely story with me talking about how God wants us to steward what he gives us, then feel free to do so. So here we go. Matthew chapter 25, starting off with verse 14. The parable of the talents. For the kingdom, oh yeah, by the way, this is Jesus talking. Yeah, buddy, this is Jesus. I realize I don't really do a lot of New Testament reading. Like, what the heck? I'm always in the Old Testament, so maybe that needs to change. All right, here we go. For the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country, who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability. And immediately he went on a journey. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them and made another 5 talents. And likewise, he who had received 2 gained 2 more also. But he who had received 1 went and dug in the ground and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants came and settled accounts with them. So he who had received 5 talents came and brought 5 other talents, saying, Lord, you delivered to me 5 talents. Look, I have gained 5 more talents beside them. His Lord said to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You are faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. He also, who had received 2 talents, came and said, Lord, you delivered to me 2 talents. Look, I have gained 2 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you have not sown, and gathering where you have not scattered seed. Oh, he was coming at him. And I was afraid and went and hid your talent in the ground. Look, there you have what is yours. But his Lord answered and said to him, you wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers, and at my coming I would have received back my own with interest. So take the talent from him and give it to him who has 10 talents. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the unprofitable servant into the outer darkness. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Wow. Yeah, everyone, that's that passage. So what do you guys think? I've known this story for a while, and so it's always interesting rereading stories in different passages because you kind of get like a different outlook. But honestly, this one just really makes me want to be really careful with what I have. Like, literally invest what I have, steward what I have correctly, and not be afraid. Like, not be greedy, not be like holding so tightly onto something, feeling like I will never get more. Like, this is all I have, I will never get more, so I'm not even gonna take a chance. Not even gonna take a chance investing it or whatever. And it's just so crazy. Like, literally, he gave him back what is his. There was no instructions necessarily given. So the master was so upset that he was like, you would have been better off if you would have just, you know, put it in a bank, because at least that would have gotten some interest. At least. But he was so afraid that he buried the money. And I think this is a good lesson for us to not be like that. Literally, like, don't be afraid to go invest your money. Don't be afraid to, you know, like, literally, don't hold so tightly, I guess, is kind of the message that I'm getting from this. Y'all let me know down below if you want to comment down below, like, what message you're getting from this. But that's the message that I'm getting from this. Also, I think the talents can represent, because obviously, you know, in the Bible it means money, but I think that it can also represent the gifts that God has given you. And, you know, he may have allowed you to be skilled in a certain area, or maybe you're smart in a certain subject. Maybe you are a talented artist. Maybe you are good at doing a certain thing and you are just letting it go to waste. Like, what? Or maybe you have the gift to prophesy, or, you know, your gift of teaching, whatever, and you are literally letting it go to waste because you are afraid or whatever it is. God is like, this is the whole reason that I put you here. Like, why would you even waste that, you know? So hopefully this can be an encouragement to y'all if you feel like you've been wasting things, or, you know, maybe you didn't even realize it. Maybe this is like a revelation to you. And yeah, I encourage y'all to read this for yourselves and to obviously study this entire thing for yourselves, this entire Bible. You know what I mean? Because there are so many things in here. I promise y'all, just get past the parts that you might feel tired or bored or whatever. Y'all will get something out of everything from this. So yes, hopefully this can be encouraging, or, you know, it could be some kind of revelation for y'all. But yeah, I think that is it for today's video. I hope you guys have an amazing and blessed rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.